You guys are young enough that you have your finger on the pulse of social media and the back end of all of this stuff. So it's awesome.
I guess that's the biggest component with YouTube organic and YouTube paid ads is YouTube organic. You got that tight schedule to constantly follow. If you mess up once, then you've lost your momentum.
This market is completely different than the market that we've been in for the past 5 years. Greenville has always been a very robust market. You are producing, you are delivering what you say you're going to deliver.
Hello everyone, this is Ryan here, and today I'm excited to record this amazing client interview with one of my recent successful clients, Karla, who was able to go from empty promises, promise the world, to actually a consistent system which is generating her results. She's joined me today, and we're going to talk more about how she was able to do that. And thank you for joining me, Karla.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, cool. Great, amazing. So just to open up the conversation a little bit, tell me a little bit about yourself. Obviously what you've had experienced before, what do you do, and what area are you currently servicing at the moment?
Okay, so I work in the Greenville Spartanburg area of South Carolina, residential real estate. I've been in the business for 8 years. When I first started out, I was buyer heavy, and have kind of moved more to seller heavy, just a natural progression. And obviously that is kind of where we want to be as residential real estate agents. We want to have sellers be the bulk of our business. I have constant text messages, emails, phone calls from people promising leads, some with referrals fees, some without. I've also tried multiple programs, and nothing has ever delivered for me. I've wasted more money than I care to admit. And I'm not alone. I mean, I've talked to other people that's exactly how it is. You obviously think that they know something that you don't know, and then I've kind of come to learn that they don't. So no, this is the first system that I've ever encountered that actually produces what they say they're going to produce.
Amazing. I love it. And how long have you been an agent for? I think we missed that.
8 years.
8 years. Perfect. Okay, cool. And I know you've jumped into a lot of programs before. What was the big, like you say, people promising the world and they don't actually know anything more than what you already know already? What was the biggest problem you were dealing with before joining the program, and how did that kind of impact everything?
Well, I've always bought Zillow leads. When I first started out, I was on a team, and so I learned that process, not at my own expense. So I learned how that worked, and it does work, or it did work. So for probably 7.5 years, I might have taken half years off here and there, I have bought Zillow leads. Zillow has dried up as far as my last experience with it. So it's a lot of money. You're spending a lot of money on a monthly basis, and then when it's working, it's great, but when it's not working, it's not great because it's a lot of money out the door. Also, buyers are liars, and they like to kick tires. I'm making rhymes here, but that's all very true. So when you have a seller, obviously you have a product and you have something to sell. So it makes a big difference. You're not just spinning your wheels all the time. You're actually guiding somebody through the process and get to use your skills of negotiation, things like that. So this market is completely different than the market that we've been in for the past 5 years. Greenville has always been a very robust market, and 2020 through 2023 was extremely so. Multiple offers and people coming down here buying without even looking. So we had a really robust market. And then in the beginning of 2024, it had slowed down all of last year a little bit. But this year, what has happened in the past has really affected us because our prices appreciated so much that now sellers think that they can get that price, and it's just not, it's not continuing to appreciate. So those are the struggles that I'm dealing with, and helping people to be realistic about what they have.
Yeah, that seems to be a common problem, trying to deflate the ego a little bit.
Right.
It's just battling that. But that makes a ton of sense. You told me as well you've done Zillow, which is great. And you didn't see it worked really well, but then it started to dry up, as you say. Is there anything else you've kind of done before this?
Oh yeah, I worked with Zerple. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. It wasn't long that I did that because it's extremely expensive and it wasn't producing anything. So before
Wow.
it got too bad, I jumped ship.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And so Zillow's Apple, those are the main two things, or is there anything else that you kind of endeavored in?
Um, yeah, I mean the usual farming and the usual things that real estate agents do.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And what made you want to choose us specifically, or work with me and Harry here over all the other programs and companies that are out there?
Well, it was really kind of, I don't know, divine intervention, I would have to say, because I hang up on everybody. So, luckily Harry has an English accent and he's quite charming. So I was able, for whatever reason, I stayed on the phone to listen to him. And hearing similar things to the things that I always hear. But what I really like about it is the YouTube component, because I think we all agree that YouTube is the platform that is working for a lot of people. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube. I see a lot of people who have huge amounts of success, not just real estate agents. And I know that is unlike Facebook ads. I mean, I have run those, Google ads, same kind of thing. So I know that putting myself out there visually is very, very helpful. I don't have any interest in running my own channel and having a schedule that I have to meet, that I have to post weekly or bi-weekly or whatever. I've tried it. I've had a social media content creator. I probably every year for the past 4 years, I've started in January telling myself this is the year I'm going to do it, and I never do it. So the idea that I only had to do it once was really appealing to me.
Yes, and that's, I guess, that's the biggest component with YouTube organic and YouTube paid ads. Is YouTube organic, you got that tight schedule to constantly follow. If you miss up once, then you've lost your momentum.
Right, you've got a lot of time to build, so you've got to spend that time and energy to build your following, and then it will pay you. But that could be years.
That's a huge cost. Yeah, it's a huge cost, the time cost, right? Yeah, so that's good. I'm glad that you like the YouTube ad side of it and how that works. And speaking on that side, what do you love most about the program with that whole component, and why do you think it works so well for you?
I feel like by people watching me talk, I'm on there long enough that they feel, this is my impression, is that they feel some sort of getting to know me. And this is kind of feedback from the one listing that I have gotten, is he very much impressed upon me that he was talking to me because of my video. So I felt that credibility was built, likability, trust, all the things that we're looking for was built through that video. And I think that's obviously what we're going for. I can't meet people unless they let me into their home, and this is a way to get into their home and to get them to know me.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely the getting in the door aspect of YouTube is definitely a lot higher compared to, you said you did Facebook before, and you've probably experienced the times when you call someone up and they're like, who is this? Why are you calling me?
They don't know who they're talking to.
Yeah.
After they've watched the video, or I'm not exactly sure at what point they start to engage, or the text messages start, but if they engage with the text message, it's a very good possibility that they will talk to me beyond that I can get them on the phone, that I can get into their house, whatever. You're always going to have those people who honestly are just like me. I mean, that's the kind of consumer I am. I'm like, if you don't hook me, I'm done. I don't want to hear what you have to say. So that hook that you always talk about and having options for the hooks, are the things that make people be able to have a conversation. And once you start to have that conversation, once I see them engaging, answering questions, then I personally jump in and from there try to get on the phone with them or bring them something of quality that they want to solve their problem. And that's the problem they're trying to solve, is that they're trying to decide if they're going to sell their house or they are going to sell their house. So once they start talking to me, I feel like I've got it in.
It's like game on at that point, right? It's like, yeah, the game's on, yeah. And that's a great way of putting it. It's like combining the hooks, like how we get multiple hooks out there just to catch them in case they don't resonate with the first one. We've got the fifth one out there. Loads of different variables, loads of different angles we're taking. So yeah, that's good. And I can see as well in your actual ad library that your hooks on all the results on one. It's getting caught in between all of them, which is good to see. It's good to see. Now, you did kind of hint on it a little bit earlier from the results that you've seen from this program. What were the kind of results? I know we got you were the record client so far. We'll speak on that. I'll let you do the honors on that.
Oh, I am. Okay. I thought I got beat.
No. You still are. You still hold that crown. You still hold that crown for now. For now.
I know. I'll be toppled soon.
No. You're good. So, yeah, just on the results side, what have you seen from this program?
Yeah, I think I have 13, maybe between 13 and 15 leads in there. I'm meeting with somebody today who's in the probably 800 to 900,000 range.
Yes.
I've had a phone conversation with, nurture leads, people that aren't right now, that are a great price point. Like I said, this gentleman that I did sign a listing agreement with, he was just, I got on the phone with him fairly quickly. We had a good conversation. He was on his way on vacation, unbeknownst to me, so it took a little while to get the listing agreement signed. But yeah, I mean, 13 to 15 leads of people that I can actually talk to that have an actual need for what I do is really, really big. And I don't know of anything else that can give you seller leads. Honestly, everything is typically buyers that they're trying to throw out at you.
Exactly. Yeah, you're spot on. You're spot on. And yeah, you got the listing. It's only been, I'm looking at it now. You've been with us for 26 days in total as of today, and I believe you got that listing. The go ahead was, obviously it took some time in the actual signing, but the go ahead was within 13 days.
13 to 15 days.
Yeah, 13 to 15 days. Yeah. So that's set the record so far in terms of speed to listing, which is beautiful. And I'm so happy that you got that, just to see the proof of concept. And then now we'll go on to more listing appointments. I can see that your pipeline is getting filled up. So it's going to be continuous momentum for you, right. which is huge.
Right, and it forces me to implement a program of follow-up. When you have active people and people who actually are looking to sell their home, then it forces me to have a system that I've not had a really very consistent system in the past, because honestly, that's a lot of leads in a short period of time. So I've had to create, drip campaigns and calling systems so that I can follow up with them, because some people will be next year. It's not everybody right now. And I've had several people say, I hope we can keep in touch, or will you keep in touch? So I had one guy that I talked to that, his experience was somebody recommended a real estate agent to him. They came over and they threw out this huge number that they probably thought he wanted to hear that his house was worth. And he didn't tell me that until after I was done telling him reality and trying to get him to, like, you do have something here, but I was trying to be real with him, and then he tells me this component, and I was like, wow, that's great, because people do that. They just tell you what they think you want to hear so that you'll hire them, and then you're stuck at this high price point and you've got to keep dropping. I mean, everything that we say in the video is true. It does happen.
Yeah, list and hope method. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the worst. Yeah, yeah, it can happen for sure. And
It's
that,
happening more now than not, because people still believe that they can overprice their house and sell it in 5 minutes, and it is not happening. We had a sales meeting yesterday, and list to sell right now on average is 128 days. It used to be
wow,
like 30.
wow,
Yeah.
that's insane. Yeah, I know. Right, currently as of recording, there's like a record 500 million of homes. There's like tons of homes sitting on the market more than ever,
Yeah.
than ever before. I think it's set a record recently.
Yeah.
So we are on a bit of an interesting time in terms of listings, but it's good that we have a system during the slow time, because when it gets to the good time, my God, it's just going to be boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine when the switch flips again, what's going to happen with this pipeline of people coming in. It's going to be really amazing. I mean, because it's this is the slowest it's been probably in my career, even since 2018, since I started.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, and like I said, imagine it. You said it yourself, right? Imagine it on the flip side, when people can see, oh, their neighbor's home have just gone within 10 days. Like they're going to be like, okay, well, let me try and get my home, and you're going to get way more leads
Right.
coming through.
And another thing that I really like is you are really knowledgeable. You know all this back stuff, and that makes it so I don't have to know that. I don't want to know that. I know real estate, and I trust you that what you're doing is in my best interest, and obviously it is, because it's working.
For sure, it definitely is. Yeah, our main like principle at this company is client results, and I personally, we're not even going to look to do anything in terms of outsourcing or anything like that. That's my responsibility. It will always be my responsibility, because I want to get you the best results possible, and having that market knowledge also helps out as well.
Right, and it's nothing. I mean, you guys are young enough that you have your finger on the pulse of social media and the back end of all of this stuff. So it's awesome. It's awesome. It's like I hired people I am not having to pay a salary to.
Exactly. And we're just going to be working this for you.
Yeah.
For perpetuity, hopefully.
Yeah.
But one thing I wanted to say is, with the results that you're getting and what you're experiencing right now, how's that impacted like yourself personally?
Oh, I mean, personally, it's life is much better. I'm a person who likes to be busy all the time. So if I'm frustrated because I'm spinning my wheels and not getting anywhere, I mean, that kind of drags me down, and it's almost like it snowballs, and I can get lower because I don't feel that of what is happening is what I want to happen. So the fact that, I have to I am busy. I have something to do all the time. And in a lot of cases right now, it's meeting people and getting out there to follow through on the conversations that I've had.
I think we're very similar in that sense, where if you're not busy, I personally, I'll start to get anxious. Like, oh my God, what is happening? Am I doing something wrong? I'm not doing the right thing. So it's good. I'm happy that you're happy with the busyness, and that's amazing. And if you weren't like extremely busy as you are now, where do you think you'd be today if you haven't joined the program? I know I was kind of I kind of butchered the question there. Let me reword that. Where do you think you'd be if you haven't joined the program today?
Well, I would be spinning my wheels for sure, because like I said, the market isn't where I would like it to be. So, and it's, you get used to that pace. You get used to that constantly having things happen, and obviously the money. I mean, the money is a big part of it. This is what I do to make a living, and if I can't make a living, then I need to think about something else. God forbid I had to go back to my old life.
No way. We can't let that happen. We won't let that happen. That's just this is what you got into now. So we're good. Perfect. Okay, cool. And just to round us off here, Karla. So imagine there's someone watching this right now, and they're on the fence about booking a call, or they're on the fence of joining the program. What would you say to them?
Well, I have said that. So I will say that you got to give it a try. I mean, I think it's great to get in I don't know how old your company is. I don't know how many people you have, how many clients you have, but I feel like this is kind of on the ground floor, and I feel like this is a great time to get in if it is on the ground floor, because you know, I think you guys are going to get very busy, and you're going to have a very successful business because you are producing, you are delivering what you say you're going to deliver. So it's perfect timing. I've told at least 3 people now that that's, you know,
Yeah.
Again, I say, you know, you're getting so many phone calls and so many text messages, and you can't. This is proven. This is working. This is working, and I'm pretty sure it's not just working for me. I mean, I've read the boards, and people are getting making phone calls, talking to people, getting listing appointments. So it does work.
Yeah, it's happening right in front of your eyes. And yeah, those 3 people you spoke to,
Yeah.
those 3 people you spoke to, they've all joined. So what you said is great, and I really do appreciate that massively. And for what you said about the business as well, I really do. I am grateful for that massively.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys are great. I really do. Again, I just think that it's awesome to have such young people that, because probably that's not the case in a lot of situations of the people that are trying to sell you something. I feel like, you know, you guys, you probably got a lot of this stuff in school, or you have a lot of experience. I mean, you're the gaming world. There's all kinds of experiences that you're bringing to the table that are helping us. That I didn't grow up with. I mean, I didn't have a cell phone until I was 45 or older, you know, because there wasn't anything. I mean,
yeah, of course.
First computer. I mean, so you guys, it's second nature to you, and
Yeah.
it streamlines my ability to concentrate on what I do while you're concentrating on this end of my business.
Perfect. Yeah, you nailed it perfectly. And one thing I'm really super curious on personally for myself, you've got the listing here, and then what else have you got in the pipeline that is in the foreseeable for the next like month or so? I know you've only been in the program for like, what was it, 20 something days, so you may not have too much stacked up right now, but what have you got so far that could
today I have a list. It's not necessarily a listing appointment. I'm going to see this house, because this is another thing that I'm kind of trying to say to people is, you know, you can tell me that you have X, Y, and Z, but unless I see your house, especially if it's in a highly affluent area, like this gentleman has his house in downtown Greenville, which is an area that is, you know, has exploded. And, you know, I looked at his house online, and I couldn't tell from the outside of the house what he was telling me about it. So, you know, in having that conversation, I am today going to visit his house, which then makes it so that I can sell myself to him, which I would not have the opportunity to do any other way. So I have several new leads that I need to call in there, and another one came through this morning, and nurtures like 3 to 6 months out people from me at this point.
Okay. Cool. We'll tune in again, and we'll see how that goes. We'll have like an updated one of these or something at the tail end of the program, or something like that, whenever is the right time. Yeah. But that's everything for me. I appreciate you so much for jumping on, and for everyone watching, thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much, Karla, for letting me interview you. And if you're watching this right now and you're interested on trying to figure out more about this program and learning more, then you can book a call, or, you know, jump in, as Karla said.
Yep. Highly recommend it. Yeah.
Amazing. And we could do, and like what happened to Karla on the first call was we just did a little deep dive to see if it was a fit. We don't take on everyone. You have to be good at the sales side, right? So if we give you leads and you can't close them, it's going to be a bit of an issue. But yeah, take the call. We'll see if you are fit, and if you are, we can see you on the other side as well. And Karla, thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate you so much for taking this call and taking some time out of your day to let me record this. Any final words?
No, just I appreciate you guys just as much as you appreciate me. I really do. I want you to know that I really do appreciate. I know I gave you a run for your money there in the beginning, but
I'm so happy we're here now, and that's the main thing.
Right,
And that's
we're
you
here
as well. Yeah, we're here now. All right, amazing. All right, see you later, and we'll speak next week.
Okay,
Karla.
talk to you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.